Hello, I'm MBX and welcome back to the video. So Minecraft released for the new 3DS, and for a lot of people this was shocking, but personally, since I had predicted on YouTube a few years ago, it's the sort of thing that made me go, oh yeah, that's happened now, maybe this means even more wild predictions are happening, and I've seen a lot of people joke that like, Minecraft for calculators, Minecraft for your microwave, Minecraft for your fridge, but I figured I'd actually talk about 5 realistic new editions of Minecraft which could be coming in the next few years, given that Microsoft is trying to expand Minecraft's reach as far as it humanly can. In today's video, I wanted to talk about possible new editions of Minecraft which could be releasing over the next few months and years. So if you do all enjoy the video, like and let me know because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do support the channel and want to keep feeding the wife and kids because that's always important. But let's get straight into the first brand new edition, which I think is very likely to release even within the next few months, and that is Minecraft Linux Edition, or Linux Edition. It depends on how you pronounce that. It's not like a fixed in stone thing, but the Linux Edition of Minecraft is something I think is just on the table and probably even developed already. So why do I think that, given that Minecraft technically already runs on Linux? Well, I think they're going to develop a Linux edition of the game because the Minecraft version that runs on Linux is the old Java version. And although this is fine for Minecraft, and although the Windows 10 version technically means you can play the Minecraft Bedrock on the PC, it doesn't mean that you can play Minecraft Bedrock, the one with the microtransactions, the one with the actual business reason, brand new Minecraft essentially. You can't play on Linux right now, and they said a really long time ago they intended to release Minecraft Pocket Edition on the Linux because some phones were based there, and they figured some people might want to play on that version. So given that they said it years ago just for the phone version, and given that now there's the brand new PC version, I think Minecraft Linux Edition is just one of the most obvious, easy editions of the game we'll be seeing, coming very shortly. So this is something I'd put like as the next new edition. I think it's almost locked in stone, and it's pretty much the last logical place that Minecraft can go, besides the next idea, which is Minecraft for the Mac. So again, right now Minecraft can be played on Macs, technically, but there's a few issues with playing it there, and also it's the Java version one more time. So I think although it has an edition already, a lot of people might want to play it, with their friends who are on their phones or on their iPhones or their Androids, or wherever they're actually playing, their devices. They want to play with these people playing the Better Together update, and that's why it would make sense to release it there. It would actually get a lot of cheers, a lot of applause, and because that version of the game is the one that makes Microsoft regular money as opposed to just the one-time sale, it would be a really cool way to kind of make that transfer over. And they could also make it like a big advertisement for this whole thing because it also has Xbox Live in it, and I think it's just a smart move from Microsoft to release a Mac edition of the game, and they're probably going to wait a little bit until the Xbox edition has moved in lately, but I would say that at some point in the next year or two, we're going to see like Minecraft Windows 10, but they're going to call it like Mac OS 10 edition, or just call it Mac edition, or even it's just going to be Minecraft that releases on the Mac store or whatever their version is. But I think the Mac edition is going to come shortly after the Linux edition, if not at the same time. So after you go to that edition, you really run out of logical places Minecraft can release this Bedrock version, because they can't really release it on old consoles, which are soon going to be expiring and won't be able to have updates to them. There's a bunch of places they can't release it for that exact reason, and this kind of raises the question of so where exactly will it go? But I think one of the really easy ones to see is a browser edition of the game, a Minecraft you can play in your browser. And this has a couple of reasons actually. The first one is that it could release for a brand new type of OS. So think of the same, you think of the OSs we have. We have Windows, we have Mac, we have Linux. They're the major ones, but there's also Chromium, which is again mostly used on Chromebooks. But Chromebooks are really cheap laptops that a lot of people use for college or for this or for that. And if they want these people to play Minecraft, then they'll have to release a browser edition. The browser edition could also have the secondary benefit of people who are like, oh, I don't like installing things. Everything's a virus in the world. And if you just play in a browser, to them it feels safer. So releasing a browser edition of the game, although it would be technically kind of tricky, if they could release it and have it be the exact same way, then that would be the browser edition, a way for anyone on any OS to play at the same time, and it would limit the need of having a Mac or a Linux edition if they did this too. So I think browser edition is quite a likely version, because if you made it the full-fledged Bedrock version, so you could play with anyone on any version, then it would be a great way for literally, there'd be no excuse not to play Minecraft if you could own a copy or if you could do that. And I think that would be a wonderful way to both, one, have, again, make it playable anywhere, but two, you could make it like a more, easily fundable version, make the version cheaper, or make it free to play in the browser, but you have to pay in some way, or there's ads or something. Again, it's like a long-term strategy, it could be in that way, or they could go an entirely different route with this, literally call it the browser edition, and kind of you might remember this if you played Minecraft for a really long time, back in the Notch days. He used to have the fully fledged copy of the game you could buy, but there was also a version you could play in your browser for free, and it was like a demo of the game. It was the old alpha version. You could only play creative, and you could play on servers and stuff with people, but the fact that you could play it, get a feel for what the game's all about, and then play the survival version, that was something which I always thought was a cool idea. Personally, because I only cared about survival, I thought it was weird playing creative, but still, the fact that it's there means for a lot of people can get a trial of the game, and a browser edition, either, as the Bedrock version, or just call it browser edition and make it like a weak form of Minecraft, there's trials of Minecraft where you can play the first 100 minutes. You could make it like that, where you get like a free trial of Minecraft, playable in the browser. There's so many cool ideas they could do here that could expand their reach in Minecraft, and that's why I say a browser edition is another likely plan here. here. So beyond that, I think again, we're mostly talking about PCs here, but I think the only other console they realistically have even a chance of releasing it on, and even this feels a bit of a weird one, is the Wii. So the Wii edition of the game is something people have wanted for the longest time, even before the Wii U came out back in 2012, and even before the Switch came out back in 2017, which made it seem even less likely. The Wii edition, it was such a fun idea because think about Minecraft with motion controls. I'd love it personally. You'd get really bored really quickly, but the idea, you know, the videos they could make and the very sales pitch of Minecraft on the Wii is something that seems quite likely. However, again, the thing that makes that seem a little bit less true is the fact that, oh yeah, well the Wii is this old and it's that not powerful. It'd have to be such a weak version of the game, but they released on a 3DS. The 3DS has a 240p display. It has like a 4-chunk render distance. It's such a low-end version of the game that literally anything is possible. And bear in mind that the 3DS has only like 65 million units out there, and that's the 3DS as a whole. This is only the new 3DS they made that for. So we're talking, you know, like somewhere in the single-digit millions of copies. If you released a Wii edition, even though most people wouldn't want it because we'd be like, well, I already own it on my PC and my Xbox or whatever. But if there's those people that were just like, oh yeah, I've heard of Minecraft, I'd love to give that a shot. Bear in mind there is 100 million. It's actually like 102 million, but there's 100 million Wiis out there plus, and the fact that there's that many Wiis out there means they'd get some sales on this version, and it could recoup the profits of selling it, and it'd also be a good way to get people into Minecraft to maybe get them to play the other versions. So what is the final last edition that I think could be coming? Because all of these, you know, like you can see like the slow decline of like, ooh, this gets less realistic. I think a low NPC edition is another one we might actually be seeing. So I don't know what they call this, because if they call it low NPC, they'd be insulting everyone that plays it. But I think a version of Minecraft for people with weak PCs, and also for people who play less than Windows 10, because if you play Windows 8 or 7, you can't play the Bedrock version. So something like that would be useful. But I think also just a version of Minecraft, people who can't run the Minecraft Bedrock version, and people who can't run the Java version. Because bear in mind, if you play the Java version of the game, then it's, you know, like it requires like a gigabyte of RAM, which isn't like too much, but like you need a bit more than that to run decent settings. But some people can't even play that game even if they turn it down to everything on the minimum, because again, like that doesn't sound like a lot, and sound like the minimum requirements aren't that high. But for a lot of people, they have an old laptop from 2007 and they're like, oh, this can't run Minecraft, that's sad. And that's like a ridiculously common experience, because most computers aren't modern. Most people don't update their PC every, you know, 3 years like you probably should. And because of this, there's a lot of low-end PCs out there for people who want to play Minecraft, but they try to download Java, they got like 12 FPS and they figured, well, I can't really do this. So some people who get even worse than that, or the game won't even run. So a low-end PC edition could be like, if you've ever played the Minecraft 4K demo, or you've ever seen the Minecraft 4K demo, it looks really bad and it runs kind of badly, but it, you know, the idea of like, it's the basic core premise of Minecraft, it's Minecraft survival, all the cool stuff is there, but the, you know, a lot of the stuff is limited, the world size can be limited, and they can make it like the Pi edition where everything's just cut down as much as humanly possible, so it can run on pretty much any hardware from the past like 15 years or something. And if they did that, then it would be another good way for people to kind of try Minecraft before they buy it. They could set it for like half the price and make it like a demo as like, here's Minecraft, give it a try, build your stuff, and then you can export it to the new version. Again, I think that's just an idea. Again, we got less likely as we went through the list. I really do think though, Linux is definitely releasing, Mac is almost certainly releasing. Browser version, you know, it seems like one of those ideas that could go either way depending on the Minecraft leadership. And then after that, like the Wii edition, it's something that wouldn't, you know, after we saw the 3DS edition, which surprised everyone else but made me go, oh yeah, that makes sense. I think something even as ridiculous as the Wii edition could make sense, given there's 100 million out there, and also the number of low-end PCs out there makes all of these editions at least a possibility. And I hope you all enjoyed the video where I went through them and spoke about how likely they were. So like this video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets me know you do like these sorts of videos. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.